Welcome to CinePro, where we bring your favorite movies back to life with quick recaps, hidden details, and everything you missed. The Bad Batch movie begins with a warning to the officers, and the warning was that the officers should not interact at all with the bad prisoners, not even make visual contact with them for more than 10 seconds, so that they wouldn't get hurt. Here we learn that the bad prisoners are among the most dangerous in the world, and they are cannibals. Because of this, the government decided to isolate them in a desert place, far from ordinary people. We also learn that the desert prison is divided into two groups. The first group is the cannibals, led by their leader, Miami, and the second group is the regular prisoners who don't harm anyone and isolate themselves so Miami's group doesn't eat them. A new girl named Arlen enters the desert prison. At this moment, she sees a trailer with a woman and her husband in it. Arlen feels in danger and starts running to escape them, but unfortunately, she fails. Then we see Arlen tied up and fixed in a certain place, trying to free herself but can't. The woman who kidnapped her comes in, injects her with a sedative, and then we see the kidnapper using a saw on Arlen's leg without mercy. The kidnapper gives Arlen's leg to Miami's group in exchange for simple things. The next day, the kidnapper comes and finds Arlen soiled herself, gets annoyed, and decides to free her to clean herself. But as soon as Arlen is freed, she grabs a nearby metal rod and hits the kidnapper on the head, killing her. Then she tries to escape, dragging herself because she can't walk due to her legs. We see that there are many people like Arlen, tied up and missing body parts. Arlen keeps moving and manages to get away from Miami's group until she reaches a place near the second group, the good regular prisoners. Unfortunately, Arlen loses consciousness before reaching them. Luckily, one of the regular prisoners finds her, takes her to the group, and they treat her and let her live with them. 5 months pass, and we see Arlen living with the group, who have fitted her with a prosthetic leg. She starts to get better and adapt to the situation. Meanwhile, we go back to Miami, the leader of the cannibals, living with his wife. He always draws her and their relationship is very strong. Miami goes to the girl he kidnapped to cut her up, and she begs him to let her go. But Miami ignores her, cuts her up mercilessly, kills her, and then he, his wife, and daughter eat her calmly. We see Mary and her daughter going to a place known for junk and used things to get some stuff. While Mary is searching, she injures her leg and can't move. At that moment, Arlen appears, also looking for something in the same place. When she sees Mary, she recognizes her from her escape. Arlen controls herself, pulls out her gun, and kills Mary in front of her daughter, Honey, then leaves her and walks away. Honey keeps walking after Arlen because she doesn't know the place or how to get home. Meanwhile, we see an old man who always collects junk there, the same old man who saved Arlen before. He sees Arlen kill Mary, and Honey goes with him. He keeps following them until they reach Arlen's group. When Honey enters the group, she steals a rabbit because she loves animals. Later, we see Arlen and Honey at home, and Arlen tries to get Honey to talk or say her relationship to Mary, but Honey stays silent and doesn't say anything because she's afraid of Arlen and just plays. There's a party, and everyone is enjoying themselves, dancing. After the music ends, everyone is asked to welcome Dream, who is one of the rich prisoners and even owns his own mansion. Indirectly, he enslaves most of the prisoners and says the government put them in this desert place to get rid of them, but they should enjoy every moment and not let it affect them. After Dream's speech, his assistants distribute hallucinogenic pills to everyone to make them enjoy more. The people love Dream and obey him. Arlen also takes the pills, and because of that, she doesn't notice Honey, and then Honey's rabbit escapes. Dream tells Honey that she'll have more fun at the mansion, and she agrees to go with him. But from Dream's behavior, it's clear he has bad intentions. Meanwhile, Arlen, under the effect of the pills, walks through the desert unconsciously. Unfortunately, she keeps walking until she arrives at Miami's place. Arlen is exhausted and faints. The next morning, she wakes up to discover that Miami took her prosthetic leg. Miami tells her, "I'm sure my daughter is there, but I can't go in because everyone there wants to kill me." He asks her to help him find his daughter, and if she refuses, he'll take her prosthetic leg and leave her there to die. She has no other choice and agrees, especially since she knows how dangerous Miami is. Miami shows her a drawing of his daughter, and when she sees it, she gets even more scared because she realizes Honey is actually Miami's daughter. But Arlen stays silent and says nothing, telling Miami she doesn't know his daughter but will help him. Miami returns the prosthetic leg, and they walk together. On the way, a man offers Miami gasoline in exchange for Arlen's prosthetic leg. Miami tells him to take all of Arlen as he doesn't need her. Arlen is shocked by Miami's behavior. The man comes to take Arlen, but suddenly Miami stabs him and then starts cutting up the man's body to eat him. All this time, Honey is shocked by what's happening. Afterward, a strong storm hits. Since the area is desert, the sand is very strong, making it hard for Arlen to walk. Miami brings a cover to protect Arlen from the sandstorm, then takes her to a concrete cave until the storm calms down. In the cave, they exchange admiring looks, and it's clear they're starting to fall for each other. Arlen asks Miami why he ended up in prison. Miami tells her he's originally from Cuba, entered America illegally, worked in Miami, hence his name, and when the government found out he was an illegal immigrant, they imprisoned him there. It was clear from Arlen's face that she sympathizes with him, and they kept talking about their lives before prison. Here, Arlene asked him to show her the tattoo behind the ear, and I know that this tattoo shows the order of the prisoners and also shows their entry date to prison. But Arlene insists and tries to see it, and told him, "I hate you because you are the ones who destroyed my life." She was about to kill him, but at that moment, a bullet was fired at Miami and hit his chest. I know the person who fired that bullet was someone from Convert, and he says he was angry because she was upset about Miami, but at the same time, she was afraid to stay with him. So after thinking for a long time, she made her decision and went back with the man from Convertania, from the old scrap collector who took Miami and treated him from the bullet wound. After that, Miami recovered and regained his strength, and Arlene saw her very sad because she left Miami dying. So she decided to go to the same place, but unfortunately, she did not find him there. She only found the notebook in which he had drawn her eyes. All the people, if any of them saw her, but the people didn't recognize her. And here, Arlene felt frustrated and sat in a certain place thinking about what she would do. And luckily, at that moment, many girls came from Dream's assistance. And at the same time, his wives came with her. And we know that Dream, any girl he likes among the prisoners, he marries her in exchange for letting her live in his palace. And of course, because of the harsh prison conditions, most girls accept, and for this reason he took Hayani with him because he intended to marry her. After that, Arlene saw her, so she was happy because she found her location, so she decided to free her. And indeed, while she was in Dream's palace, she asked the assistants to let her meet Dream, and she did meet him, and she was surprised by the amount of drugs inside the palace. He told her not to be surprised, because he works in drug dealing and sells them to all the prisoners in exchange for money, or makes them work for him as servants. Here, we know he offers Arlene to marry him and live with them in the palace and this luxury, and Arlene agrees with one of his pregnant wives, and he asks her to take Arlene to her room. So Arlene goes to the room, removes the prosthetic leg, takes out the gun, and then calls one of the pregnant wives, and without any warning, points the gun at her stomach, threatening Dream that if he doesn't let Hayani go with her, she will kill the child and the wife. But still, he agrees to let her go with them, and indeed, she orders the pregnant wife at gunpoint to drive one of Dream's cars, and the girl drives, and Arlene forces her to get as far away from Convert as possible so Dream's soldiers won't hurt her. Arlene frees the pregnant wife and lets her return to Dream's palace, and she continues driving alone and keeps wandering in the desert searching for Miami. After a very long distance, Arlene notices someone riding a bike coming toward them. She gets very scared, gets out of the car, and is ready to kill anyone who threatens her or Hayani. But luckily, that person is actually Miami. He was planning to kill Arlene, but as soon as he saw his daughter, he forgot everything and quickly hugged his daughter because he had missed her so much. Then Miami took his daughter and wanted to leave, but Arlene asked him to let her live with him. But Miami got angry and told her, "You are a traitor. You know living with my tribe would be dangerous for you, so it's better. You go back to Convert." She starts crying because her mother got into a conflict with Dream, the leader of Convert, and she got into this conflict to save his daughter, and she tells him, "If you protect me, your tribe won't hurt me because you are their leader." Miami is affected and feels sorry for her, and he agrees to live together, especially since he loved her. At this point, Hayani tells them, "I'm hungry," but Miami can't find anything to feed her, so he takes her rabbit, slaughters it, and grills it. They have dinner from it, and Hayani eats while crying, because the rabbit was her only friend during this difficult period she went through. After that, finally, we see Miami, Arlene, and Hayani have become one family, and Miami orders his entire tribe never to harm Arlene because she has become one of their tribe, and they all live happily and peacefully without any harm. And this is the end of the movie. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to get more new videos. See you next time.